Today, we will start our journey from China's Kabuki Desert, a place that people once didn't just call a desert. They called it the Sea of Death, because here, life meant slowly disappearing. Every year, almost 5 lakh acres of land would silently be buried under the sand. Fertile land, right before the eyes, would turn into desert. Plants would dry up and people were forced to leave their homes and flee. Everywhere, only waves of sand and burning wind. And such a silence that showed life was losing the battle for survival. But the most terrifying thing was that this desert was not stopping. It was slowly spreading. Every year, almost 5 lakh acres of land were being lost under the sand. Entire villages, agricultural land, roads, everything was slowly being erased. And this process has a name: desertification. To put it simply, where there was life before, slowly only desert is created. And Kabuki was one of the biggest examples of this. At one time, this desert was spreading at such a rate that it seemed it was no longer possible to stop it. However, China did not stop. They tried repeatedly to stop this desert. Planted trees, built sand control stations, launched big projects, invested crores of money. But this great ocean of sand could not be stopped. No matter how much they tried, it seemed they were slowly losing this fight. The desert has a terrifying characteristic. Once it starts to grow, it is very difficult to stop. Right then, a man came forward with such an idea that everyone laughed at first. His name is Wang Wenbiao. He started a strange task. Spending all his savings and taking loans, he started a madness. He brought more than 100 bulldozers, 300 workers. Day after day, for 18 hours, the work continued. On the desert sand, with dry shrubs, he started making small squares. And inside those squares, he started planting willow trees. This tree is no ordinary tree. Its roots go very deep into the soil, almost 300 feet, and can find water. Meaning, where no other tree can survive, this tree can create an opportunity. But the problem didn't end here. The intense wind of the desert is so strong that it's hard for these new trees to survive. The wind blows away the sand, and with it, even the little moisture inside the soil dries up. As a result, trees die before they can live. So Wang used a new strategy. He surrounded them with shrubs so the wind couldn't hit them directly and moisture could be kept inside. This small idea slowly started a big change. People were still laughing. This man is crazy, planting trees in the desert. But he didn't stop. Not for 1 or 2 days. He did the same thing for several years. Slowly, some trees survived. Some roots reached deep into the ground. The sand started to stop bit by bit. It felt like maybe the impossible was becoming possible little by little. But then another big problem came forward. To keep the trees alive, regular care is needed. New branches must be cut. Otherwise, the tree won't be strong, won't grow big. And in this vast desert, this task is almost impossible. If done with humans, the cost would be sky high, and the time needed would be endless. So who will do this work? In such a big place, amidst such hardship, who will handle this whole system? And right here, suddenly, the imagination takes a new turn, which no one had ever imagined. The work that had become almost impossible for humans to do, that same work was started by a small animal. The rabbit. A special breed of rabbit was brought here, the Rex rabbit. These rabbits are called white gold because their fur is so soft, so valuable that a good quality skin can sell for up to $30, where raising a rabbit costs only $2, meaning more than a 15-fold return from one animal. But this is not the real story. The real story lies in their small habit. Rex rabbits love to eat the new and tender branches of willow trees. And when these rabbits started eating the new branches, the main trunk of the tree became even thicker, stronger, and more permanent. Meaning, the work humans had to do repeatedly, cutting branches to make the tree strong. These rabbits were doing it themselves very easily. It didn't end here. These rabbits had another big contribution: their waste. It might sound strange, but their dung started working as a very powerful natural fertilizer. Slowly, life started returning to that dry and almost dead soil. There was another surprise. These rabbits ate grass. but they couldn't fully digest the grass seeds. As a result, through them, those seeds would return to the soil. And after some time, it was seen that where before there was only sand, grass had started to grow slowly. A small cycle was created. Nature and animals both started working together. Slowly, the sand started to stop. The moisture inside the soil started to hold. The wind could no longer blow away the sand like before. And within a few years, the place that was once a dead desert started becoming green. It doesn't end here. This change didn't just stop in the environment. It spread to people's lives too. Local people were encouraged to raise these rabbits. Every house started turning into small farms. The rabbit fur started being sold. Raw materials also started coming from the trees. And people slowly started earning. Those who once were fleeing this desert started coming back again. This process continued for years. And a time came when a large part of the Kabuki Desert was covered in green. The place that was once called only a sea of death. Those who once left this place came back. But Wang didn't stop here. In the middle of the desert, he built a huge solar power plant, the shape of a galloping horse with 196,000 panels. This plant produces 2.3 billion kilowatt hours of electricity annually, which is enough for about 4 lakh people. But here too, there is a twist. These panels don't just produce electricity, they also reduce the wind speed by 50%. Along with that, they create shade under the panels. And under that shade, grass grows again. And that grass is eaten by rabbits, sheep, ducks. Meaning a new ecosystem is created where technology and nature work together. And today, this model is not limited to China only. Spain, Africa, the Middle East, many countries have started following this method. The biggest lesson of this story is here. No matter how much people laugh at you, you should stay firm in your goal. Why give up your dream for someone else's laughter? Because those who have become great until today, everyone laughed at them first. Now the decision is yours.